Hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon. We fished Saturday night. Got home 3:30, and woke up and did some honeydews. And now I'm trying to record. I've had a ton of issues. Just last night was first time we tried to record really some live footage. Had a tripod set up. Ended up going to the handheld. Trying to get it right. Very crude first effort. A lot of fun. Didn't turn out like I wanted, but you'll see on the video. I'll apologize right up front though. Hang with it. I think we get the cable that was hanging on the microphone that we didn't realize in the corner out of the frame by the end, and we also have found a new way this morning to adjust the microphone so it's not the end of it here is not taking up the shot. I hope it works out. I'll come back at the end and give you a recap. Thank you. Hi, I'm at Ellis Carp Lake. Going to be fishing out of spot 14. Got about 5 minutes before we put them out. Got a good crowd, and it feels like a win. I can't believe I drew out number 3. So we'll see how we do. Maybe get a shot of putting them out. My 2 brother-in-laws and I are ready to go. If you saw what's in the bucket, you saw I made blue magic oats, and I'm going to give them a try tonight. We're waiting for the buzzer to ring. It should ring in about a minute, and we'll put out. I actually packed this too soon, so I'm hoping it doesn't blow up when I try to throw it. It feels pretty good though. And there's the buzzer we're going to throw out. I'm going to fish to the right. I saw him jump there. Got the first one out. Again, if you want to get that. These are sweet potato grits. So, I'm sorry, sweet potato oats. Professional overall, we're all right. My brother-in-law Danny, my brother-in-law Jim is behind the camera tonight. Hopefully everybody gets more out winding and fish. Okay. Doesn't look like I know what I'm doing. Again, we haven't done this. This is new to us. I've never really shot footage at the lake. Hopefully this is turning out. We'll see. Just wanted to show putting out. When I was new to carp fishing, I wanted to see this, see what it was all about. I want to get close to the island, but I don't want to get too close because there's some snags.
on or that one?
Right up on this side of me. There you got a first fish on.
Fish on?
I think it's getting smaller as it gets closer. Right.
Got a little fight.
Got a little left in it. I'm going to be in no hurry. There's a lot of buffalo out there right now, and this doesn't act like it's a buffalo, but if it is, they get pretty active once you get them close. But I'm trying to keep him just about out until I can bring him up, and he comes up on his own. Kind of the strategy. The little guy with the muscle.
All right. There you go. Huh?
Pulling that. I got right there. I'll crack his arm at the top.
Well, I got you on film.
Huh?
Danny? Oh.
You can put that down if you want.
We got Tom.
Pulling that down with the net. This is the worst spot for net.
I got stuff in here. I
You
got.
go down so you don't have to net over that. Or do you want me to net them and then you take them? I don't want you to get close over there. You know what? He's coming over. Forget it, Tom. Get back away. I'm going to take him over here. He's pulling Jack. You don't want to.
Right.
I got. You don't want to net over this crap.
Tom, 11-1.
I don't know. Well,
11-1. Awful.
I got real light drag, I think. He's out, but I can't tell how big he is. Yeah, Paul. Pulling some drag. Doesn't want to come up, does he?
No, this is like the last two I got.
Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I don't know how big he is, but I don't think he's big.
Not taking on that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Digging him out. Right about now.
Thank you for that.
About the same thing.
Yes, same. 11-2.
You grab the pliers? Okay. Oh,
Got it.
he's
13.
hooked in the fin. That's why. Got two hooks, and the hook in the fin is what. Good job. Good job.
Back in water.
Yep.
Sure. Mhm.
Hey guys, just to wrap up, after we finished fishing, like I said, it was a little rough go. We recorded some takes, and I wanted to get that classic rod jumping up in the air, the fish hook, like a lot of guys do, where they loop their camera and then edit, and they, you get a picture of them setting the hook, fighting, and netting the fish. That didn't work out. We had a bundle of little challenges. The camera would shut off, the camera would go into photo mode. But we got some footage, and I'm happy about that. You'll see I don't want to take any flack. I think I said about the cables getting away. I booted one fish. Guys, you'll know if you've done this. If you're catching a small fish, you just don't give it the effort. You don't get down low. I'm fat, so if it ain't over 20 pounds, I'm not going to get that excited over it. I had a small fish, and I was winding in, and I could see it was small, and so I was standing straight up and down, rod up in the air, and it popped off. Guys that know, if you fish two hooks, you're kind of happy about that, because netting a little wild, a crazy acting little fish, and it's caught in the net. The second hook is caught in the net, and it's actually dangerous. Dangerous as you can catch that hook anywhere when the fish flops around. And believe me, I've caught one, and I don't want to do it again. I carry pliers. Both my brother-in-laws have caught one, and we're real safe now. The safest thing you can do is fish a single hook, but if you fish a double hook, if it's allowed, I do, because I think it's an advantage. Other people will say, no, it's no advantage. Everybody has an opinion. We had a good night. Took a dozen, 15 fish. Took them all night long, I think, because I stayed on oats, the blue magic, and the sweet potato by Wicket. It's good stuff. I could throw strawberry and grape, but Ron sent me a bunch of flavors to test, and I intend to do so. I know a lot of people send me recommendations, and why am I just using some of these flavors? And it's exciting. I mean, I've held my own or done better. Last night, I did better than anybody else, I think, in numbers. I just didn't get the size. I think I took fourth. It's the bottom, fourth. And I think I had it 4 times last night. And I knocked myself off at least 3 times. And at the end, I knocked myself off again. But it was a fun night. Catching fish is fun. I won't say I prefer it over catching that big fish, but yeah, a lot of nights I've done. I've had days where I caught the biggest fish and not much else, and I'm not, when you get paid, it's fun, but I'd rather have a night where, like last night, where from the start to the end, I had fish, and that's all you can ask. It was a beautiful night in the low 80s, and I think it was 70 when we drove home, and so can't beat that. I used mud pigs hooks. My brother-in-law booted 2 fish. He was helping my partner, and they popped out for no good reason. Nothing he did wrong. It's still a little bit dog days, and I'm sure either one of those would have won. But it's important. It just stresses to me. I'm glad I changed my hooks. I just didn't have problems. Yeah, I booted that 1 fish, but I kind of did that on purpose. I did not. When you're catching a lot of fish and you see you got a little fish, you get a little nonchalant about it, and not saying, hey, if I would have bent down, held the rod lower when he was coming in, it's the safer play, and you'll see me do it when I thought I had a bigger fish. Really, I just had it in its front fin, and it's like a snag fish then. I had 2 hooks in it, and he was just turning sideways, and he kind of fooled me a little bit. I thought he was a little better than he was, but it made it more fun, I think. I think it was like 12 pounds, 13 maybe, but certainly not as big as he felt. I used pig flippers most of the night. I did match some plain puffs with some of the baits I was throwing. I was throwing a lot of different pickups. The only thing, to be honest, I don't like to brag too much about the pickups, what flavor I'm using. Not that I won't tell you, but I was spraying. A couple weeks ago I started spraying. I've got some of that bleeding spray, and I don't know if you can see my hands. I'm still wearing it. That stuff is powerful, especially red. It does not come off. I wore it almost all week, because I was dipping in it, and it's like Sinful Grape or something with bleeding spray. And I spray it on my pickups. I spray it on the ball. When you see the ball land, you see this big cloud come up, and I've put it in the test tank. That stuff bleeds for at least an hour, and that's all I needed to do. And yeah, I went through a bottle of it last night, and you don't need a lot. I was just overdoing it, but I was convinced. Well, I can't say it wasn't working, because I was catching fish all night, and I saw some people where it would just die for them, and that wasn't the case with me. Not everybody, but I think I was having a good night, and I want to thank those Ron for that, and Dustin Delk at Wicketed, and Thomas Bailey for those hooks. He keeps sending me hooks. I used money makers last night for the first time. And made money. We got 4th place money, not breaking the bank, but enough to go fishing at Carlton's Tuesday. If I'm going to try. Not sure work gets in the way of me fishing midweek, but I want to support. They've been having a rough time, and they're making changes. Chris Southern, and I think they'll have a winner on Tuesday night. So thank you guys. Really having fun what I'm doing. I hope to get better on making field videos. It's a little tough. I think Tuesday I'm going alone, so I won't be shooting video. And the nighttime got in the way. You'll see us in the daytime, but there was not lighting to light and shoot. So it's actually a pretty good lake, but for lighting, and they've done, Ellis I'm talking about, they've done a lot of lighting improvements, and it's really nice at the bait stations and stuff, but the lake is still dark, which you want. You don't want a lot of glare on your lake. Some lake, the lights glare is a big perception issue, but it is what it is. I just don't have the setup to film late at night, but I tried to shoot in the daytime, and one day I think I'll go fun fishing. It's when you're competing, and I don't usually get stressed over competing. I do a lot of it, but there are expectations, and it's a little tough to say, hold it for the camera. We did actually. I did hold a fish and struck them so that you got the. Before I struck him, I let it on the stand, and it was standing straight up. I actually missed one that way because I was trying to get the camera to get that shot. And then the next one, I did it again, and got the shot, except somehow the camera slipped into photo mode, and didn't get the shot. So things like that happen, but we'll get better at it. Still having a lot of fun, and I thank you guys for watching my videos. I hope you like and subscribe and support the sponsors. Support your local sponsors. Don't be ordering off Amazon when we got local companies that, you know, the hook company, Thomas, you know, they're bringing hooks instead of you guys buying Japanese or offshore hooks. You know, they're making hooks. They sure do a lot of work tying those Pay Lake setups, and they're innovating. And Tom over at Wicked, there's nobody innovates more than him. From beepers, to flavors, the dips, the dyes, you name it. He puts in the work. It's honest work. He's not ripping off from somebody or copying them. Even his reels, I no doubt they're coming in from overseas, but they're tore apart and all the weaknesses are replaced. And what I've got is a reel that, and it hasn't even been updated to the latest updates that's coming out. We talked about it, but I'm no hurry. It works. I can throw that thing a mile. I threw it last night. It kept up with the rockets, and they were just clean. And I'm not saying the rockets were throwing bad. You know, I had no trouble reaching with my MV reel, my Wicked MV reel. So good deal. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate the support. Remember to like and subscribe. Especially, I'm vamping now because if you don't press the like, and how do you know if you like it, right? Until you wait to the end. But the video ends, and then that screws up the algorithm. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. But I really appreciate it, and I thank you all. Staying to the end. Have a good one.